What is crack-a-lackin' everyone? It is Reynolds coming back at you with some Zilla Zone Zero and doing something kind of funny today. We're going to be doing a Smash or Pass, and you guys can let me know if after everything is said and done, whether or not you agree, whether you disagree. But please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Alright, so off rip, I have this fellas tier because it's dudes, and you know, I'm a straight male, so the dudes kind of aren't my thing. So let me just scroll through and grab all the dudes real quick. You know what? Billy gets a smash because he's Billy. He's the only he's the exception, you know. Billy's the exception. All the other dudes I'm good on though. Yeah, Billy is the exception. He's the GOAT. And Monato's the only one left. Oh, Banyo is there as well. Yeah, I'm not counting anyone that's not playable right now, so... Or outfits. Outfits don't really matter. Belle. She kinda silly, she could be a little cringy at times, but you know, I think I'm gonna say yeah. I think I'm leaning towards yeah. I do like her, it's just the fact that she's kinda silly and can be a little cringy sometimes, not gonna lie. Ambi now. I'm gonna count this as just Ambi in general, so like both of these are gonna be in the same tier because they're the same character. I'm gonna actually say no. She's cute. I find her more cute than like attractive, if that makes sense. And then there's also the fact where she seems like she'd be a better friend than a girlfriend. At least to me. Maybe she's your guys' flavor, but as far as it goes for me, I think she'd be a better friend than a girlfriend. Alright, I got a confession. Well, it's not really a confession. It's not really like a bad thing, but Nicole is the reason I started this game initially. So, don't think I need to explain too much outside of that, but Nicole is the reason why I started the game, and I don't think any of you guys would disagree. Okay, Nekomata is an interesting one because I love cat girls, and if you asked me about Cypher from Star Rail, she would go on the Smash tier, right? However, I think it's the same thing as Nekomata, or the same thing with Nekomata and Ambi, where I don't think I would. I think they'd be better friends as opposed to the other ones. So, yeah, not too sure about that. Harincha Soldier 11. She's low-key, she's a little too serious for me, man. She's kind of too serious. I don't know if there's so much fun to be had in that aspect because she's so serious. And then there's the whole fact that she kind of lost her memories and stuff, so that would be a little painful to think about as well, but you know. Grace. Alright, I'm not a feet guy, however, Grace herself is very attractive, so I would, 100% I would. 100% I would. She is... Her personality though is kind of funny. She, you know, she'd probably smash Billy before she smashed me, to be honest, but hey, brother can dream, you know? A brother can dream. I hope she gets good buffs when she gets them, because she's one of the anomaly characters I did want to build, but it's like she's not really worth building right now because she was just kind of never in a good spot. I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do something nice with Coletta, but I'm not into it because that eye patch would kind of throw me off. I also just don't find myself attracted to her very much because I believe she's full grown at this point in the story. I want to say she is. I don't think she's a kid. She owns a company, right? She owns a freaking company. I don't think a child is allowed to own a company. If anything, if she were underage, I think Grace would be the owner of sorts. I'm not gonna look up her age. I'm just gonna run with my assumption. But I wouldn't anyway. Like even though I believe she is of age, there's no I just don't find her attractive like that. I just don't. I'm gonna skip over Rena for a second. I'm saying Corrin, I just don't. She's cute. I don't have that type of attraction though. She's cute though. You got the cinnamon roll right here as well with Sokaku. I'm good. Nah. I'm chilling on that. Rena. Hey, as long as she ain't gotta cook nothing for me, let's get it. Let's get it. Rena is quite attractive. She's not one of my favorites by any means. I think I prefer Grace over her, but hey, as long as we ain't gotta consume any of her cooking, I think we're good. Something you guys are gonna see a lot is that a lot of these characters are just going to go here because, you know, I find a lot of the characters in this game attractive, so, you know, kinda comes with the territory. Yeah, Lucy meets the tsundere archetype. Yeah, Lucy meets the tsundere archetype. I'm a big tsundere connoisseur. So yes, of course, 100% I would. Piper. You know, it's funny because Piper's design would not make you think that she's Unk, but she is Unk. And she be doing the way she be acting sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of feeling it. But do keep in mind, just because the character is short does not mean that they are like not an adult, because she is. I think she's actually the oldest character in the entire cast that we have so far. But her design will not tell you that. I'm more in for Piper for her personality though, to be honest. She's chill, I like that. Ellen. She was one of the reasons I started as well, however, this day and age, not sure I would. She's in this middle tier where it's like, given the opportunity, maybe. But this day and age, she's kind of just, there's better characters that I find more attractive, so I'm gonna have to pass on her for now. If you asked me back in the day, I might have said yes. But now, I mean, we have like all these freaking characters, bro. It's not, I'm not losing out, you know? The Nom Shark can, or the Nom Shark can freaking find someone else. I know y'all seen that freaking trailer with Ju Yuen. I know y'all seen that. I know y'all seen that. I don't think I gotta explain much more. She got all that back there. She do. She 100% do. She got all that going on back there. And I could not be happier. Hey, I don't know if it go clang, clang, clang or plap, plap, plap. But I don't think it matters to me. Chingy is one of my more favorite characters in this game, and someone was cooking with when they designed her, bro. Someone was cooking. I'm talking like in lore. Someone was cooking when they were designing her. But hey, that android stuff, call me Krillin, actually. Call me Krillin, you know? Call me Krillin the way I'm gonna be go with 18. That said, I don't know if it's the same thing, because I think she's full android as opposed to, or full robot rather than the same case with Android 18 where she technically was still human. But yeah, 100% I would. I might rank these later, like actually. We'll see. Jane, I mean, shit, she might go ahead of Billy, bro. Billy got, she might go ahead of Billy, man. I think Jane might be top 3, if not straight up my favorite character in this entire game, which reminds me, whenever she comes back, I need to do some vertical investment on her so she stays relevant for longer. But is she the straight up the character I find most attractive? Probably. It's either her or like Evelyn or Astra. Yixun, Guang, Loki, Gut. They're probably the top 4 and all them. See, Bernice is the funny thing where I think, again, she'd be a better friend than her girlfriend, but she also, her design kind of be, she's not exactly wearing non-revealing clothes. She's kind of, they're a little revealing. So you know what? That kind of gets the little man going a little bit. Kind of does. And I would. Caesar is an interesting one as well because I don't necessarily love her on the same level as the other characters, but I mean, Caesar is a good, she's a good woman. We know this. She's a good woman, so I think I would. You can tell she's got a good head on her shoulders as well, which is nice. And you know, I quite enjoy that. Let me just get Zhao out of the way now that I'm looking at her. That's a nah. And let me immediately say that I'm not a furry, and then immediately counteract that by putting Pokora in there. Yeah. I think the difference is that Zhao is supposed to be more cutesy, and then Pokora is just like, oh boy. Oh boy. So I might not be a furry, but I might be able to be convinced with, if Pokora's the one that asked me to, you know? I could be convinced. Yanagi. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's one of the, you know, baddies in this game. It's pretty clear. I don't know why she's... We'll probably organize this stuff later, like I said. I think Yanagi is one of the characters where it's just like, yeah, she's like unironically a baddie. If you wouldn't... Also, there's the fact that her name is Yanagi. I believe it's Kishiro. She's a Japanese woman. Now you got me even more interested as a result. I mean, Miyabi, yeah. Again, I think she'd be a better friend than her girlfriend in this case. However, I love Mima Foxwoman. I love Tamamo from Fate. I love Wakamo from Blue Archive. I love, who else? Who else? Love Hollow. Actually, is Hollow Fox? I think she is, right? No, she's a wolf. I'm so tripping on that. She's not a fox, she's a wolf. Regardless, I love me my fox women, so yeah, absolutely. Let me just... Oh, if God loved me in the Zenless universe, bro, he would give me an Astra and Evelyn sandwich. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Tell me if I cooked. But I mean, Astra is a freaking... I mean, ignoring the fact that she is really attractive and hot, that's the same freaking thing. Ignoring the fact that she's really attractive, bro, she's got an amazing personality, and she's got a nice body, and she's a superstar. Like, there's not, I mean, what more are you gonna, what more could you possibly want? And she's like supermodel levels of hot. Like, come on now, you would be crazy to not, you know? I mean, Evelyn, she ain't got the superstar status, but you know, she can protect, she can attack, and she can... I mean, she's also super model levels of hot, so again, you'd be kind of crazy not to. Trigger. Yeah. I don't know what's all that movement back there, but that's a lot of movement back there. And
what's all that movement back there?
I'm all for that. I think she was the original quote-unquote power creep with all that movement in the back. I think she was. She was one of the few that was like that. Evelyn too, actually. They both had all that jiggle in the back. Anywho, Vivian is interesting because if she's not simping for you in the same way that she's simping for Phaeton, or what is it in English? Phaeton? Because they call him Phaeton in Japanese, so I'm trying to remember what their English. I think it's Phaeton. If she's not simping for you like she is simping for Phaeton, I don't know if she would, you know, let you in there. but I would. Absolutely would. Something about the elven design. I mean, she's not exactly like an elf, but like she's very elf adjacent, I guess. Another thing you guys will come to learn about me if you haven't already is that I really like elves. So like, if Freerin were in this list, yeah, she's going on there. But she's obviously not. But I do love me my elves. And then, I mean, let me just. Was there any question? Was there any question? Was there any question that Yishuan was going to get in here? Again, one of the canonical baddies in this game. Like, it's just so obvious, you know? Okay, Jufufu is interesting. And I'm a little conflicted. Because if they weren't intending for her to be sexual, why would they give her that dump truck is all I gotta say. Again, I think she'd be a better friend than her girlfriend. However, she is full grown and she can protect and attack. And I'm not sure if you guys know this. Let me just grab Yeshu and Guang real quick. Put her over here. I'll just put them all in there, actually. All three of these characters are so strong in the lore that honestly, Yunkui's Summit is probably the strongest faction that we've ever seen in this game. So if you have an in to this place, you're gonna be well protected because they're all super strong. You have a Void Hunter level character. You have a character who can probably become a Void Hunter in the future if she gets more powerful. She can already solo stuff in the hollows, by the way. It's just the fact that she's a stun agent in the game, so she's not really showing that same power. And then a Void Hunter. What? This is crazy. So, yeah, I would for Jufufu, I think. Because, like, bro. Why would they give her all that back there? Plus, you know, I want to say the Tyrant population's pretty low. I can help that. I can help that out. Anywho, Yishunguang, I mean, if that wasn't obvious from one of the other videos for Zenless, I really want to get her and her engine. I plan for her to be my main physical damage dealer. If not Jane, then her. So yeah, I mean, there's the fact that she's very... what's the word? She seems somewhat motherly as well, which I do enjoy. Like, she feels like she gonna take care of you, you know? I mean, and Yishuan would do the same thing. She would take care of you as well, but it feels like a different type of care for her. I could be wrong. I haven't played 2.4, I think it is, 2.4 story yet. But that's the vibe I'm getting. Talking about another sandwich, bro. Alice and Yuzuha? Sign me up. I'm down. If it might be bunny season, okay? I think it's bunny season. And then Yuzuha can tag along if she wants as well. I do think I prefer Alice over Yuzuha. However, again, we're talking about sandwiches. Put me in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like both of them separately, though. Like, with Asher and Evelyn, I like both of them separately. I would love to, you know, have either of them. But if we talking sandwiches, bro, 100%. Seed, dude. Seed's a funny case because I don't really find her that attractive. However, her personality really speaks to me, and that might be enough. So now I gotta make a decision is whether or not I would. I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards yes, though. Because I don't necessarily see her as that attractive. However, again, her personality... Screw it, dude. Personality, yeah. Honestly, I like her personality more than Orpheus's. Orphe and Magus are kind of the unfortunate situation where I actually prefer Magus, but that's not who Orphe is. I mean, I think in terms of the smash or pass, I think I actually would prefer Orphe, but I'm saying character-wise, I think I would have preferred if Magus was the one that we were playing as and not Orphe, because Orphe's kind of you know, I liked her character, but the way they were showing her in the trailer made you think that it was Magus that was gonna be the playable one with her personality, not Orphe. I say that, and I'm probably still going to pull for her and Seed when they come back, right? Because I need an electric DPS. And if we don't have electric DPS set up by then, we're probably gonna go for them too. Or, well, maybe I'll do Ambi. We'll see. Maybe there's a new electric character coming out that's a DPS. Maybe it's S rank Billy, and he's electric, and then I'm cooked. We'll see. But yeah, I would. Again, with the pointy ears thing, I'm very... that's another pretty easy in with me. You have those nice sharp pointy ears. You know, you kind of got an in with me. And in vain with that, let's go ahead and put Lucia there as well. Same situation. Also, she's kind of silly, kind of funny. Same time. I think she'd again be a better friend. Also, thought it was funny during the story. She just kept running off, like, "Dang, bro, come back!" What? He was making freaking Monato play like babysitter, bro. She kept running around. That was funny. I would though with her. I mean, yeah, another canonical baddie. That said, I think of the baddies, so like Jane, Yanagi, Juyuin, who else? Yeah, Astra Evelyn, Trigger, Yishuin. Like, of those, I think she's my least favorite. But you know, in the hentai, right? You know what they be using, right? They be using a lot of tentacles. And you know, maybe, call me crazy, I might be a little interested, okay? I might be a little interested. So let's get experimental with it. I mean, Dialin, yeah, 100%. It's kind of funny how short she is, though. She's like the same height as Chingy and Jufufu, basically. But I mean, it's very, very obvious that she's full grown, bro. She's literally freaking part of Krampus. I don't think they just hire children, you know. She's not a child. She's just really. I think the reason she's so short is because she's a bunny Thyren, and well, actually, that's not even. Maybe she has more Thyren in her or whatever, or more bunny in her, because Alice technically is as well. Unless she's a different existence and I'm just not remembering correctly for Zhao, but for Alice, they're both bunnies. But she's so much smaller, Zhao is. I don't know. Yo. Isolde? Sign me up, bro. I mean, we're kind of just getting to whatever else is here, right? But Isolde, yeah, 100%. I would. Sarah? Hey, you know what they say, you ain't supposed to stick it in crazy. However, talking about Sarah, maybe I gotta make an exception. Okay? Maybe we gotta. Also, are these the same character? What the heck? Huh. I would not with the idols, by the way. I don't find them in that way. They're all cute though, I'm not gonna say they're not. I mean, then we have the outfits now. Yeah, okay, so we're done. Well, I guess there's this character too. Whatever. Not really. I mean, she's more NPC driven, or more NPC design than anything else. Oh, that's funny. You can drag the you can drag the freaking playable, not playable stuff in there. That's funny. Anywho, yeah, it's the list. Let me know if y'all disagree, but I mean, the only one that I might still reconsider is Ellen. I'm gonna leave her there though. Yeah, I think I'm fairly happy with that list. So y'all let me know. Well, nah, I'm not gonna do any ordering, but if I have to, I guess if I have to make a top 3, let me make a top. Ooh, see, I was gonna slot these two, but then Nicole's here. Dang. Okay. You know what, guys? I'm gonna cop out and we're gonna make a top 5 instead. I'm going to cop out and we are going to make a top 5 instead. And then Nicole. And then of course Billy has to go in first because, you know, Billy's gotta go in first. Let's be honest. Let's just be real. Billy's gotta go in first. He's the GOAT. But besides that, I think probably Jeannie. Yeah, Jeannie's probably my favorite. And then Astra and Evelyn, low key, interchangeable between 2 and 3. I like them about the same. Nicole could low key be in this conversation as well, but I think I'm gonna leave her out of it for now. And then Yishin Guang probably. Dude, is that everything? Yeah, probably. See, as much as I like Miyabi, I respect her as a character more than I want to join the family, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I probably would leave it. I think I'll leave it like that. So let me know if this is something that you guys agree with or not, or maybe I'm crazy, or maybe I'm a little strange like the doctor, but don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back very soon with some more. I'm about to just start saying Hoyoverse, to be honest, because it seems like this is becoming a Hoyoverse channel more so than not, which, you know what, that's fine. These games are fun, but it's just kind of funny. But I will see you all in the next video. Laters.